Hey everyone, it is Chris here, and while I was away, I got my super cute little box in the mail. So my paper pumpkin arrived, and so I thought it would be fun to come on and open it up with you today, and then we're going to assemble one of the sets because I think Stampin' Up made this one just for me. You know, I'm just kidding, but okay, just let me share this in a couple places and then I will start. So I figure that this box is going to look super cute sitting up on my, this side. See? Behind me on my shelf, right? Maybe about there. There we go. Sometimes it's super hard when you're working backwards, right? Because when I'm looking at myself, I'm backwards. I mean, that's here nor there. But just let me share this into some of my groups and then I will start. So, and it's always like, you know, super entertaining when a button switches somewhere, right? And so you still have to find it and make sure it's in the right spot. So make sure to say hi if you're popping on, and just remember, sometimes depending on what's happening out there in the world, there can be quite a bit of a lag on the video. But I will, if you have a question or anything along that lines, make sure to ask. If I don't see it right away, I will try and answer it after. Okay, so paper pumpkin. Like I said, I really think like they said, oh, look, Chris is Stampin' Up now. We need a super cute bee card set in a box that she could put on her shelf for everybody to see in her videos. Like, isn't that, like, I totally think that's what happened. But okay, so now that I've got it everywhere it's supposed to be going, let's add my desk in here. And like, I think I'm gonna need, oh, my light is backwards. One moment, please. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. Oh, maybe. It's backwards because I was taking some photos in another part of my room. Let's see if I add more on this side. Maybe we can even it all out. Okay, so this is the latest paper pumpkin kit. Oh, and then, okay, also, I'm going to just show you guys something because this is actually hilarious. So when I got home, I knew, like, the box had arrived, so I knew I wanted to, like, assemble it this week with you. So I thought, oh, I'll print the upcoming paper pumpkins, like, sneak peeks so they can see them. And okay, so you can tell I'm tired because on 3 different occasions, I printed it. So I'm well informed about what's coming up. So this is a look at the April one. It's called Inked Occasions. And so that is what you can pre-order right at the moment. And it comes in a cute decorative box too. And it says, craft stunning cards with hand-painted alcohol ink designs. So like they've done all the hard work for you. All you have to do is actually assemble the cards, right? They've created the super pretty backgrounds and all of that thing. So, and then textured gold on the card bases and sentiment, pre-cut paper pieces, and butterfly embellishments. So this, if you sign up today, this is the kit you will get. Like that's the next one coming up. But also once you subscribe, then you can also get like past kits if something interests you. So that's always fun. So this, they always do like a coordinating die set too. And so actually in one of my boxes that arrived too, I have the one for the next set, which is really cute. And then of course, this is the one that was from January, February, March. I think so. I think the way order it went, because you can tell I'm actually still tired, but I'm going to try my best to remember. The heart was January. the chives were February, and then the little bees are obviously the one I'm going to do today. So they have it, it's like the add-on always has like something that coordinates with each kit coming up. So I don't know how these coordinate just yet, other than I would say this one is June. And maybe it goes like this: April, May, and June. But that would just be my guess at the moment, until we see it. But I thought you would get a kick out of that, because obviously I was tired, and literally I didn't make 3 copies of it. I printed it at 3 different times. So now I can have one like in every room all over the place. So if you need any information, ask me, because I'll be able to read it, and I'll always be able to find a copy this month because I have so many of them. Okay, so here is the pretty box. And this month had an extra stamp in it. So there's 2 stamps in this month. The little ink spot is Lost Lagoon. So I'll actually grab my big one. Okay, so I did not do that. Here we go. Here is my Lost Lagoon. And the funny part is I did actually rinse out my chamois today before we started. So, and that's typically what I forget. So I thought I was doing all good. Okay. So it comes nicely wrapped and shrink wrapped for you. I'll put that off to the side. Ooh. Let's just see here. Okay. I think I say this like every single time, but Stampin' Up's got the kits down pat, and I'm assuming that it comes from doing Paper Pumpkin. Like I think that's right where, like they so cute. Okay, we'll look at the I think that I should like have some sort of semblance of order here, but you know, we're not going to. Okay, so look how pretty this envelope is. Oh, and then even the back is decorated. Okay. And then this one with the pretty daisies and then the bumblebees on the back. Okay, like this is thinking cute. Okay, and then the little daisy here and then the daisies across the top. So those are the 3 different kinds of envelopes. Like who would not want to get one of those in the mail? It's not feeling very spring-like here today. We had a temperature drop overnight. So I'm thinking I would like to see one of these in my mailbox to make me feel more like spring is really going to arrive. It's funny, I ran to Costco this morning, and as I was leaving, the girl said something to me, and I said, oh yeah, and I'm hoping spring will actually arrive soon. And she's like, yeah, I know, right? She said, we got spoiled, because we did get spoiled. We had some really nice days. And then it's like cold and icy today. Okay, so there's glue dots, there's some dimensionals, and then here is some dimensional strips. Okay, maybe I should open actually up the brochure so you guys can actually see. So here you can see the stamps, because it is super hard to see the clear stamps, obviously, on my glass mat, etc. So we have happy birthday, hello. There's a pretty daisy. This is fun, like a little distressed honey comb. There's the bee, and then it says sweet birthday wishes. And then I guess you can build a bee here too. And then it says enjoy your special day. Thank you. Wishing you bright days ahead. Thank you for always being there for me. And then like the empty honeycomb too. So that's the 2 stamp sets. Like I said, this one has, so every once in a while they do like a special something. So whether it's like an extra stamp set or a decorative box or any of those kind of fun things. Okay, so before we start organizing our bits and pieces, because you guys know I love this part, coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are Basic Black, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Lemon Lime Twist, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Soft Seafoam, and Very Vanilla. Because I'm all about the coordination. You guys have to know that. Okay. So, also, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and you don't want to watch me, that's totally good too. There is a QR code that you can scan and watch the video to follow along while assembling your kit. So, you don't need to rely on me to make your mistakes first. Okay, so here we go. I'll move that off to the side just a little bit. Okay, card number 1. Okay, this is card number 3. It's super pretty. We're going to do one of each, okay? So this is card number 3. Oh, there's some vellum falling out here. This is card number 1 base. We'll see where the vellum goes in a second. Okay, these we'll set aside. Okay, so I know you're not going to actually be able to see it on camera, but they like shimmer. So it's got like a UV coating on it that makes them shimmer. Oh, I think you can see it there. Okay, this is super pretty. Okay, so see, I'm getting distracted so quickly. Okay, this is going for card number 2, I think. Okay, this is card number 2, so that's the base for card number 2. See, I'm so easily entertained some days, right? Okay, so we've got one of at least our card bases for all the cards started. We're off to a roaring start here. Okay, so this is pretty. It's like almost like a photograph. So this is for card number 2. I can set that aside. Okay, so here are some more punch out pieces. So I think both of these are for card number 1. See, this is one of my favorite parts, is that like when there is a punch out sheet, they're stuck in there well enough that they're not going to fall out, but they come out easily. I'm not sure if that really makes sense, but they're not all like in the bottom of the box when you open it up. They're secure in there on here, but they come off easily, and they don't have the little like hang nails. Okay, so we've got those 2 pieces, and then we need a bumblebee. Okay, so how stinking cute, right? Okay, there we go. And then I'm assuming, okay, so this long pretty piece here is for card number 2. I think we need another bumblebee for this one too. Oh, each of them needs a bumblebee, I think. Each of them needs a bumblebee. There we go. Oh no, that one had one already. So we're going to put this one over here. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 daisies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I bet each of these are for this card. Okay, this would look really pretty. I'm just going to say with Wink Estella painted on the white part of the flowers. Okay. Okay, there we go. So these sheets I'm done with. So there's one set for all of them. Okay, and then this is super pretty too. So this is these are going on card number 1, and same thing. You can kind of see the UV coating that's making them shiny in the light on this one, better probably than when I was trying to show you on here. Okay, so we need 2 of these for this, for card number 1. Okay. Oh, and then we need labels here. Okay, so we have the long, skinny label for card number 3. We have a more rounded label. And then a flatter one. Okay, so the more round one, I think, is for card number 1. And then this is just a little bit wider. So this is for card number 2. Okay, I think we have all of our bits and pieces to get started. So there we go. That's, I guess, the end of me. Oh, and then vellum. Okay, where does the vellum piece go? Okay, that's card number 2. So here. Okay, we'll start with card number 1. I'll move these off to the side. That's potentially going to be on my keyboard, but that's okay. Hopefully it won't, it's not too heavy. Okay, so let's fold this card base. And we're going to make sure we're opening it the right way, because you guys have never seen me stamp the wrong side of a card base before. Okay, so then I need this little cutie here, and we need enjoy your special day. So there we go. That's that. And then enjoy your special day is right here. So I'll do my stamping first. So this is the block that you get, right? That when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, I believe it actually says Paper Pumpkin on it. These all say Stampin' Up because they're from other kits. But, okay. So, we're going to do some random stamping to start off with. I am going to test my stamp here. And how about we use the back side of one of the 3 copies of the flyer that I printed for myself. Okay, cute. And I always like to stamp a stamp a couple of times before I actually take it to my project, to kind of make sure that that if there's any of the like slippery finishing product on it, we've gotten rid of it. Okay, so there's our sentiment. And then, okay, so they have 2 over here. So we'll do like a 1 here and 1 up here. And then we'll go There we go. We're just creating some sort of like background to put our die cuts on top of. Okay, so now we need to add our dots. We will add 3 dots on here. I do love glue dots, that is for sure. And we're going to put one on the back of the bee. Okay, and then let's see what else. The flowers. Okay, let's see if these are, they are the same. So we have one for the top and one for the bottom. And they are going to get dimensionals. And then this super pretty little honeycomb is going to get tucked underneath. So let's go like 1, 2. Why am I thinking like 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. Okay. And I am not going to attach my honeycomb. I am going to tuck them underneath. I know, I'm just like the real crazy rule breaker we got going on here. Because I think I want to tuck them in instead of trying to attach them before I put them on. Okay, and I'm actually going to, let's just, okay, I'm going to put this on my card approximately in the middle, right? And then I'm going to take the backing off of this piece. Okay. Ta-da. And then I'm going to take my backings off the dots. So it's funny because I can see myself on the corner of one of my screens and I'm frozen. So that's always entertaining to see. I know I'm not really frozen, but for some reason it did freeze that screen. So, well, at least I hope I'm not frozen. Okay. Yes, there we go. And then I put this one on. And I haven't pushed my daisies down because like I said, I'm going to tuck the honeycombs underneath. Just, I think for me that's easier. Everybody can do whatever is easiest for them. So, right, I know that it's going right here. So for sure, this side, I'm not pushing down. And let's just get my fun little mat here. And I am just going to, let me just think here. I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal on here and then tuck it in. So just that's the way my brain is going to work this one. And I want mine kind of like this. Okay, and then my bumblebee. And they have it on a glue dot, but I'm actually going to add it on a dimensional. I know, you guys, wild and crazy here, right? Like I said. Okay, but I have to take the backing off the glue dot first, Chris, because I already put the glue dot on there. So, and the dimensional is slipping on the backing from the glue dot, right? So I'll just take that off, add my dimensional. There we go. Now that dimensional is really stuck on there. And I want it kind of right there. Okay. And then a little adhesive on this one. And we're going to tuck it up here. There we go. And let's just, we won't tell anybody. Oh, you guys, see, this is the problem I had last time. This one is almost empty. So we will just see what we're going to get out of here. I thought I brought, oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do see out of the corner of my eye a new one. So I like the fact that they've obviously started playing with that UV coating. I don't remember a paper pumpkin that had UV coating on it to give it shine. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what's on those honeycombs, and you're going to see it again on the next card. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little sparkle going on. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2. I like this one. Like I said, this add-on piece right here is so pretty in real life. Okay, so we're going to punch this out. I'm assuming. It doesn't explicitly say that, but you know. I think I am okay. Okay, so then this one, we need the strips of 3D foam on here. Oh my goodness, we have to stamp too, so let's not get too carried away just yet, Chris. Okay, so we're gonna do one at the top, one at the bottom, and one at the side, and then we'll pull out the stamp. What are we? Thank you for always being there for me. Okay, so, and this one we just did, right? This is its envelope, so we'll put those two things together. Here we go. Same thing. Oh, I put it behind me. I'm like, see, that's why I printed it 3 times. There you go. I can lose it in my office 3 times and we'll still be okay. You guys, when I can't find it in 2 minutes when we go put the next card together, remind me that it's behind me. Too funny. Okay. Here we go. Thank you for always being there for me. Not with me. Because you're not always with me. Okay, so we'll move this to the side. We'll add some dots on our circle. And okay, dots on our circle, dots on our vellum. I'm going to put them in the middle, right, because they'll end up getting hidden. Well, middle top-ish, it looks like, because it gets over, like your sentiment gets overlapped over top of it. So it's just, we're creating some texture with the different, right, texture. We will put one over here on the leaf, and then it wants some dimensionals, and we're going to decide about the bumblebee when we get there. It says glue dot, but I think we'll pop it up. Okay, so, right, we're going to double check that I'm opening my card the right way. That is always good. I'm going to add this piece. And I love, so it's got like the deckled edge on it, which is very pretty. Now, I can add my circle in. So it almost kind of looks like you're looking out into a field. There we go. We'll center that, and then we'll put the flower on. And yes, for sure, I'm popping up that bumblebee. Okay, this is very, very pretty. So then I'll add my vellum. Let's say about there, and our sentiment gets popped up. So I like, some of the things I like about Paper Pumpkin is, for sure, if you're like a beginner crafter, they make beautiful cards and all you have to do is literally assemble them. But also, I think that the great thing is, even if you craft a ton, right, they are, well, they're very pretty. You don't have to do any of the work, but also it's super inspiring, right, to use somebody else's design, right? And then it could like spur on an idea for a different card using like the same format or the same theme. Like there's all sorts of ways to be inspired, even just by Paper Pumpkin kit, right? Okay, and then our bumblebee right up here. Yeah, right there. Okay, and then a little bit. Okay, I'm semi-afraid to open this on camera because I'm pretty sure, oh no, maybe this, you guys, do I have like literally two? I know this is no surprise to everybody, but I have, I think, sitting on my desk, two empty Wink Castellas. Okay, I gotta say, I think that just kind of like makes it, and then, oh, I'm gonna put it on the wings because I can. Okay, so there we go. Here is a card, number 2. Okay, last one. And it is this one. Okay, so this one we're going to do Sweetest Birthday Wish. Okay, so here we go. There's a lot of like great stamps on this set too. So see, I remembered from last time to this time that the paper is behind me. Just a few times first, and then here we go. So there's also like a little bit of stamping, but not, you don't have to stamp everything, right? So you don't have to stamp and color your whole background. Okay, there we go. I'll just put that over there. Hopefully it's far enough away from me that I won't get ink on myself. Okay, so our flowers. Okay, we're going to fold the card base first. Oh, and I need honeycombs. I missed that. Okay, so this one, it looks like it's like, you know, one of those puzzle cards where we're going to assemble it back together. Okay, so we need 2 more honeycomb. And there we go. Okay, so again, I am going to cheat and add a little adhesive to my honeycomb. And it's like very little, just so that I can set it in place as to where I want it to be. And then you could use one of the glue dots from the kit too. We don't, like I said, have to always follow the rules. It's like just enough to get it to stick down, and then once that top flower is on top of it, it will be more than secure. Okay, all the flowers we're going to do with dimensionals. So this one goes here. We're going to put the puzzle together as we go, because for me that makes the most sense. You have to do things how they make the most sense to you, and when there's only like visual step by step, sometimes you might not do things in the same order they would. I'm sure there's probably always a reason, and it might get me into trouble, but okay, so is this the top one here? It is. Oops. also. While I can, I think I'm just going to close my ink pad so I don't have an accident. This little one, we're going to go up top. Now I might put my glue dots on my sentiment. Okay, those we don't need. And kind of put it in place. And then as I build around here, it'll be tucked underneath. These always remind me, at the lake, there's like wild daisies, which are so pretty. And I love when they all come out because you just kind of see them all over the place. Okay, so we're going to tuck this in right here, about, I think. There we go. Let's look for this flower though, because if I need to move it, my sentiment, because my this has to be it, right? Just got to get it in. Oh, here we go. So I just looked for the one petal that was different, right? So the little crumb cake petal there is what I went by. So I knew how to put it down without having to sit here and like spin it and spin it and spin it. So lots of times if you have like little pieces like that that are going to fit together, right? It's no different than when there's a die for a stamp, right? If you look for like the something that makes it different in one spot, then it makes it easier to line it up. Okay, and so I can see, I just need to move it up just a tiny little bit so that my sentiment can be read. There we go. Okay, so now we have this big one. Oh, so that's for down here, right? So I just looked for the leaves, the petals. There are 3 petals down there, right? And it just makes it easier to line it up. And then this one and our bumblebee. And I'll add the dimensional on the back of the bumblebee. So pretty. And maybe on this one, let's see if I can get some of them. Instead of painting all the leaves, maybe we will splatter this one. Oh, yeah. And because this one's almost empty, right? I don't have to worry about getting like a big, huge splatter on there. There we go. Okay, so now I really do have to go get a new Wink of Stella. Okay, so and then here's its pretty envelope. So these are beautiful. Like I say every single time, they know how to do a card kits. So, and I don't know if you noticed, but one of the social media things I posted this week was about what's your favorite flower. So if Daisy is your favorite flower, make sure to add that into the comments below. Okay guys, that's what I've got for you guys today. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. Just drop them into the comments of this video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.